his ass into pieces and fed him to some of the pigs. I cut his
It amazed me how Oliver's love for Lacey drove him to a place where he would do something so crazy, right?
I mean, his love for Lacey is that strong that that man chopped off Lilo's head for his boo.
But I think that it shows that the bond that they have is surpassed whatever allegiance that Oliver has to the Raku.
Please tell me you cannot do that.
Yes.
How?
I just blacked out. Okay, I'm sorry, but I'm not sorry.
All right, Ruthless fans, yeah, like I suspected, given that we have the show returning later this month on the 25th for season 2B, more casts will be coming forward with the moment that left them shook. In this particular clip, the one you saw prior to me speaking, we have Alise, Willis, Lacey, and Stevie Baggs, Oliver, both reminiscing on the scene where Oliver reveals to Lacey that he murdered Lilo. And, you know, that was a pretty intense scene. If I remember correctly, that was the season 1 finale. Yeah, that was the season 1 finale. And, good Lord. It just seems like forever since Lilo was even brought up. You know, are people even still looking for him? I know his car's still there, and by now his body got to stink, because he did say, you know, some of Lilo was fed to the pigs, and then the rest he stuffed in the trunk of the car, and, you know, he has to get the car out of there. So there's so many questions. But regardless, that was definitely an intense moment. And I love what Stevie said about, you know, the love between Lacey and Oliver. Their bond is stronger. Oliver's connection and bond with Lacey is stronger than his allegiance to the Raku. So that's pretty intense. But I know when Andrew saw the body, he's like, look, I saw the body. And where'd you learn to do that thing? It's like, look, when I was running on the streets before I got locked up, we did lots of crazy things. Like, that was nothing. Because I think Andrew's like, how are you just standing so composed after you did that? He's like, basically, he was in some crazy shit. I don't know. Well, I mean, he's an enforcer for the Rakadushi for a reason. This dude crazy. But regardless, I'm just wondering what's going to happen next. Because, look, to be completely honest, I've forgotten. Have they already filmed Ruthless Season 3? I feel like they have. I just don't remember, because there's just so much going on. Even today, I have gotten like 5 different pieces of news between recordings. Like, you know, from the time I woke up this morning to when it's like, okay, I'm done recording videos on this show. Then somebody's like, yo, they got renewed for another season. Or, boom, yo, they're actually filming this particular season of this show. So it's pretty wild. But I'm really interested to see, if I were to make an educated guess, because Andrew and Ruth, they shared the first video, but the scene that shook them was a scene that didn't include them both. But with Lacey and Oliver, it was a scene that included them both. So I'm wondering if the next 2 characters who will have a shocking moment, I'm wondering if it's going to be Lenny and Matt, aka Daikon and the Highest, because there's so many scenes I'm wondering, what's going to be the next one to leave him shook. I know for Daikon, it has to be when the Highest like smacks him or punches him in the face to the ground. It's like, you lied about having sex with Ruth. So that'll be pretty interesting. But regardless, yeah, we'll just have to wait and see what happens with Lacey and Oliver as season 2 continues on the 25th. And yeah, if you want to mention what scene shocked you, feel free to do so on the video in the comment section. I would probably say, I don't know, Lacey, fine as hell. It's hard to tell because when they wear the robes and all, you barely see them, but my goodness, Alise is fine as I don't know what. But yeah, if you want to donate to the channel, feel free to do so on PayPal or Cash App, or at the very least, make sure you hit that thumbs up button to show you like the video, hit subscribe, hit the bell icon and select all. That way you don't miss out when I post content on the channel, and follow me on social media. Links are in the description below. Thanks so much for tuning in, and I'll talk to you in the next one.